Now, in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly why women are always going to try to replace you. And guys, you got to understand, like, nobody's job is safe. It literally doesn't matter. You could be 6'2". If she finds a guy who's 6'5", okay, your ass might be replaced. If she finds a guy who makes $500,000 a year, a guy comes along and makes $2 million a year, it might be replaced. I'm going to show you step by step how to make sure that hypergamy is actually satisfied, so that way women look up to you and not down on you, so that way you can remain masculine 24/7 to make sure that you're at the advantage at all times. This is a very important video, so stay with me until the end of this. Now, today's MBT student success is from Jack. He goes, yo, this is actually the best investment I've made of my life. Less than 1 month into the blueprint, and I have a girlfriend who is absolutely obsessed with me after being single for years, and I have no idea why. Guys, these are his words, not mine. And since I see results like this every single day, after this video is done today, I want you to go down below, you check out my webinar presentation in the description, so that way MBT, masculine behavioral techniques, can transform your life too. All right, this video today is crucial because women will always try to replace you. Now, some of you guys don't want to hear this shit because a lot of you want to just kick back. You want to snuggle up with a girl, you want to not be in your masculine frame, you want to think that you can be all buddy-buddy, and then 1 week goes by, 2 weeks go by, 2 months go by, and all of a sudden the girl that you were dating for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, a year, all of a sudden starts acting differently. And then you sit there scratching your head wondering, well, what the hell happened? Okay, this is going to break down step by step for you what you have to understand at the deepest level. Women are always on the hunt for a higher value man. Okay, that means she is truly never off limits. That means even if she's taken, even if she's married, even if she's in a long-term relationship, it doesn't matter. It does not matter because women are always looking for the highest value mate that they can actually pick. And when you start to understand that this goes deep into a woman's wiring for survival, like women are, you got to understand this, women are not meant to love you. Women don't give a rat's ass if they love you or not. Women are meant to survive, and especially to survive so that way when they procreate, their offspring has the best chance of survival. That's all that this boils down to, is they want to make sure that they're in the best, strongest, safest fit with the highest value, most masculine man possible. So what do? They advertise themselves, okay, how they look, how they dress, their sexuality to the highest bidder. Well, who's the highest bidder? The highest bidder is the man who can pass the fucking tests. You have to understand this. What is the game in a nutshell? The game in a nutshell is the tests. Well, what are the tests? Well, first thing, before you can even look at what the tests are, you got to understand this. The tests never end, ever. The tests start right when you show up on the first date. Okay, then the tests actually proceed into the second date and the third date. If you can pass all of the tests on the first, second, and third date, you can probably get the ass somewhere in between there, and she's going to want to sleep with you. And then from there towards the end of it, she's going to watch if you're going to get weak for her. So here's what this actually looks like in real life practicality. On this channel, everything I've preached about stoicism, masculine frame, okay, being emotionally stable, being on your purpose, this is what it boils down into. All of that shit means fuck all if you can't actually apply it. And all of those things of getting on your purpose, being on the gym, getting on your grind, that should have given you the confidence and the masculinity and the arrogance to act accordingly to pass these in the first place. This is so important. So in the beginning, here's what every single shit test is going to look like. Okay, she shows up. Was she late for the date? If she was, okay, did he check her? Did he check me or not? Did he actually call me out on it? I'm gonna make fun of him. I'm gonna troll him. Is he going to say anything? Is he going to get emotionally moved off center? Okay, now she's going to try to maybe give you shit. She tries to give you shit. She might do things like ask, are you always like this? Do you always act this way? Is this how you always act on a first date? What she's doing on first dates 24/7, whether it's showing up late, trolling you, trying to be rude, okay, trying to be snotty. Maybe she has super high interest and she gets quiet on the date and acts disinterested. She is looking for reasons to not say yes to you. She is looking for flaws in your character. If she can bring out flaws in your character and get you chasing, get you emotionally reactive, have a fear of loss, or have desperation seep through out of your eyes, out of your ears, and out of your mouth, she is going to say no. That's what the beginning looks like. If you pass these, you will probably have sex with her. If you have sex with her, here's what the whole dating phase looks like from the first time you have sex until the whole breakup or until the marriage and then the divorce. Whatever the case may be, I don't care if the time frame is 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, doesn't matter. Dating. Sitting there, what she's doing is she's sitting there, she's going, well, how whipped is this guy yet? How whipped is this motherfucker yet? Is this guy so whipped where he's going to do anything to please me? Okay, so what is that going to look like? Well, is he insecure? When I go out and I dress sexy tonight with my friends, is he going to get insecure and is he going to say something about that? Is he going to blow up my phone and call me 3 times in a row while I'm at the bar and I don't answer him? What if you're on a date and all of a sudden her phone's going off, but she has it twisted upside down? You better not say anything to that. You better not tell her, hey, who's calling you? You better not say these things because these are on-purpose tests. There's some women where they might even set up to have the brother or sister call them, and they're going to purposely put that phone down to see what you do. They are constantly looking for ways to disqualify you and find flaws in your personality, to find weaknesses and insecurities. This is the test, and the tests never end. Okay, insecure. Not only that, what she's going to do, she's going to have sex with you, and then every time try to qualify or disqualify or find reasons if you're going weak or not. Sex again? Well, is he whipped yet? Is he trying to cuddle me yet? Oh, no, he's not trying to do those things yet. What about now? Sex again? Well, guess what? Now is this guy sending me kiss emojis and blowing me all these kiss emojis over text and shit when he gets home? This is the game. This is the shit. This is the game. So what you got to understand is as soon as you start to fail these, she goes, oh, he's getting insecure. As soon as you fail these, oh, he's getting weak for me. Oh, now this man loves me. Oh, before he was able to just plow the shit out of me, and all of a sudden he was able to walk away and he was able to still go out with his friends. Now he's skipping workouts, skipping time with his friends. Now this guy doesn't care about grinding as much. Now this guy all of a sudden isn't on his purpose as much. She's going to go, I'm out, and now she's looking for a new dick. This is the game. The game never ends. The game doesn't end. Dr. Dre got a divorce. Ayesha Curry doesn't respect Steph. Scottie Pippen's wife left him. Jeff Bezos' wife left him. Brad and Angelina got a divorce. I'm telling you, I think Channing Tatum got a divorce, and he was a Hollywood sex symbol for all women. This is the game. You fail, she's out. It proves her hypergamy correct that you have became weak. If you have became weak, your ass deserves to get left. Okay? So, this is the game. The game in a nutshell is he weak for me yet? As soon as he is weak for me, as soon as he is attached, he is overly emotional, he needs validation, and he's seeking my attention and my time and not the other way around, she is out, okay? Women would rather be alone than be with a weak man. Say that one more time with me. Women would rather be alone than be with a weak man. They would rather sit on their couch all by themselves, eat Haagen-Dazs ice cream or Ben & Jerry's, and watch reruns of soap operas of Sex and the City with their parents or with their close friends, than sit and be with a weak man cuddled up, because that is a threat to her survival on a biological level. You probably do not deserve to be with a woman because you don't understand how to pass these tests, and I don't blame you, because most guys don't, because of the world that we live in. In the world that we live in, the modern world, you do not watch men exercise masculinity properly. If you're not exposed to it and you're living how everybody else does, I don't blame you. We live in a specific narrative in the world. So like, the one thing that I don't like what most guys do is most guys always tell the men who are weaker that it's their fault. It is, but at the same time it isn't. Everyone's a victim of their own circumstances to some degree. If you grew up in a world that is like this, it's no wonder why you're going to end up that way. So this is the game. Women would rather be alone than with a weak man. So you fail tests when you're not grinding. This is why I've told you on this channel, you need to be stacking cash, you need to be making money, you need to be actually on your purpose, you need to be grinding so you have that arrogance and that bravado to you that tells yourself on the inside 24/7, I am good enough. This chick that I'm with, she's not compared to the work that I've done to myself. And here's what you got to understand too. A lot of you guys coming into this YouTube channel, you're going to be at different points in life. So what I mean by that is there might be a guy who's 16 years old and has status because he's the star quarterback of a football team. But you got to understand at some point real life is going to kick in. There's situational alpha males in every single circumstance. You can be 21, 22, 23 and a fraternity leader, have all the girls after you. You watch what happens when that same guy all of a sudden now has to hit real life, and real life kicks in from ages 24 till you're in the grave at 60, 70, 80 years old. You got to figure stuff out. Which means that just because, if you're coming into this channel as a younger man, you got to understand that you might not be at the point you want to be at in life yet, but when you're on your purpose lasts forever. How do you make sure that you're strong, stable, masculine 24/7 from now until the day that you hit the grave? You stay on that purpose. You keep increasing your success. At some point, real life kicks in for everybody. You fail these tests that women give you when you're not grinding. The reason why you fail them is because you lack the strength and the confidence to feel as if you're good enough that you can replace this woman at any given time. If you're a high value man and you've put time in on your body, your business, your social circle, you have charisma, you have confidence and you're able to speak to women fluently without getting flustered, that's going to show in your demeanor. So if you're on a date with an 8, 9, or a 10, and she's giving you all the shit and she's acting cold and rude and masculine, you think that this isn't shit, I've been here before. Since I've been here before, I can replace this woman. Since I can replace this woman, I'm not going to acquiesce and act like a little bitch to feel like I have to. So this is the kind of, I don't even want to say bravado, but just the demeanor you have to have. And this comes from grinding. This comes from you putting work on yourself. There is no substitute for the work. I'm going to give you an example. Okay, there's a couple of my close friends. There's a distance friend, like one of my friends, his, what would it be, brother-in-law. Yep, his brother-in-law. Today's his birthday. Okay, they're going out on the river. I have a choice to go and party today, and I could go do that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but right now it's 11 o'clock, and I'm probably not going to because I want to make this video for you guys. Then I need to hit the gym. Okay, then from there, I want to work on my new program that I'm building. And then from there, there's some other miscellaneous operating stuff in my business that I got to tighten up. Like most men aren't cut out to be a high value man because they can't say no to distraction. So purpose tends to fix a lot of these things. When you're on your purpose, you have to understand women are going to chase and pursue you, and they chase and they pursue you due to the fact that it's very fucking hard to replace you. If you're 21, 22 years old and you're a star quarterback, that's great. But you got to understand that at some point, if you're coming into this channel, even guys who have status in their younger years for any way, shape, and form where the women are after them, at some point, all of that burns out. And the reason why I'm telling you this is so important is because this purpose thing that I'm talking to you about lasts forever. If you increase your success, you can do this until the day that you die. And you can start to have real world status, real world value that actually counts, and not situational status based off your local social circle. This is very important. So if you have the arrogance, you can check her. When she's late for dates, you don't feel like a bitch and you feel like you can say something about it. And you're showing that your sexual market value, you've been there, done that before, which means you cannot reveal your interest level. You reveal your interest level, you start failing tests. This shows scarcity, which you're going to see in a second. And because of that, you're going to lose out on the women that you actually want. This boils down into confidence and frame. And what women are looking for is the most masculine man, because the most masculine man has no fear of loss. So this is very important on this side of the whiteboard. Do not skip this video from here on out because you need to understand this. Everything in red right here is going to loop back to my original point, and it's going to be a chain link. So watch this. Loving a woman is fine, but being in love is unacceptable. Okay, say that with me one more time. Loving a woman is fine. Being in love is unacceptable. If you're in love, that means you can't walk away. And I'm going to show you exactly why this is super bad. If you're in, and think about this at a deep level too. Every chick you've ever lost, every date that has gone south, okay, what has happened is you've either revealed your interest level too much, or what has happened is she sensed some sort of emotional weakness. So if you get attached to a woman, okay, what's in red? Attached equals you can't walk away. Well, now let's loop this back to this side, okay? Attached equals you can't walk away. You can't walk away equals scarcity. Well, what does scarcity equal? Scarcity now equals your sexual market value is revealed. Okay? If you're an NFL quarterback and you make 10 million bucks a year and you have one model that rejects you, and that don't mean shit to you and you don't care, that's going to show in your arrogance and your demeanor, and she's probably going to be able to feel that, and then she's going to want you. If you have to acquiesce and bend and break, all of a sudden she gets a sense of your sexual market value. She gets a sense that it's not normal or natural for you to pull women of her caliber, and all of a sudden she's going to exit. So let's go through these one more time because we're going to get deeper into this. If you're attached, that equals you can't walk away. You can't walk away equals scarcity. Scarcity equals your SMV is revealed. Your sexual market value is now revealed. SMV is revealed. Your sexual market value is revealed equals he can't get a girl, he can get a girl, but he can't get a girl on my level to replace me. Say that one more time. He can get a girl, but he can't replace me at my level. Once your sexual market value is revealed, this is like fighting tooth and nail to try to reshift a woman's prior identity of you. SMV revealed equals he can get a girl, but he probably cannot get a girl on my level or my sexual attractiveness. Okay? If he can't replace me, he can replace women, but he can't replace me. He can't replace me. This equals hypergamy is not satisfied. Women want to look up to a man. Hypergamy not satisfied equals she's looking for the bigger, badder, thicker, best dick. You got to understand this at the deepest level for how it is. If you're a guy with confidence and you like who you are, you can start to adapt this mindset, this demeanor, this persona, everything. Making 50K a year, you can do this making 100K a year, you can do this making $1 million a year. The grind never stops. When a woman sees complacency and that she is your first or second priority, you got to understand, men were not designed to spend large amounts of time with women. Men were not designed to bend the knee to women and to consistently give them added attention, time, validation, and attention. It needs to be the other way around. If she can't look up to you in any way, shape, or form, she is going to try to replace you. So women will always try to replace you. Women are never off limits. You can be married for 10 years. If there's Do you know how, like, if a higher value guy comes along, a surgeon, okay, dude who has celebrity fame, comes into your girl's life, there's a very high chance she's going to keep that as a backup option, and she might start even shit testing you harder, so that way you fail these tests on purpose, so she has a reason to leave your ass. This is why if you're going to get into a relationship with a woman, you have to know their nature, because it's not in their nature to love you. A woman is not designed to love you. A woman will never love you unconditionally. Like how you can wake up in the morning and you can look at a girl and you can go, damn, she's so beautiful. I love how that girl looks. I love her personality. I'm going to stick with her because I like her. Women are not designed to do that. Women are constantly looking for a man to perform, and they have to because they are on the fight for their own survival. This is biologically wired into them. So don't despise them for it. If anything, you can hate how the creation has happened. And that's something you can't control, and that's something that they can't control. So hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to check out that MBT webinar, Masculine Behavioral Techniques, down below, and we'll see you in the next one.